domination, a consistent theme of this season, but a little Blue Devil grit and grind has taken Duke to #1 for the first time this season, where their first test as the nation's top team comes in front of a sold-out crowd at South Bend against Notre Dame. Tonight's officials, it's Duke ball to start. And the Blue Devils get an early touch for Gumba around tout. Patrick Gumba, the 6'11 sophomore, starts the scoring.
But not legal in the NCAA.
And Notre Dame cannot challenge that because there's not a whistle on the play. Boozer with a stop on the dish from Gumba.
The oldest play in the game is called the old give and go, Kevin Brown. And one of the things...
Nobody here expects to see Marcus Burton until next year. Boozer, Gumba with a stop. A couple of Duke dunks for an early 8-2 lead.
But and Gumba looking out for each other this time. Boozer could have finished that one off, but he drops it off to happen on one side and not on the other.
Here's Gumba off the inbound. The foul was on Imes as Gumba puts home another 2. He's got 6. Boozer's got 5. And Duke a couple of months for the most part.
And Sandra, who's also high school teammates as well as teammates on the Peach Jam champion TTO team takeover with Patrick Gumba and Darren Harris for the Blue Devils, getting an opportunity to go up against
33-16. They led by 17. So Notre Dame only down 12 here, though it might be 14. Sarr took it away from Muhammad, scored the basket, and there was no foul call as Muhammad came close to.
And Cole Serta, Braden Shrewsbury, both great shooters, continue to shoot these floaters. I'm not sure why. And speaking of great shooters, Isaiah Evans wastes no time. Caden Boozer just drops it off from about 25 feet. Evans is able to show off when they went up against Arkansas. No, 35-point performance for Cameron Boozer.
Well, he's got 11 right now. He's the first player in double figures. Boozer 3. Bangs it home. Boozer with 14. And the lead is back to 16 for Duke. Evans with a 3. Got it. Evans got a screen from Hamenya and a feed from Boozer.
For the Fighting Irish, but more importantly, instead of going to the floater, he attacks the basket.
Harris attacks, and Darren Harris is on the score sheets. Harris for Boozer. Thought about a 3. Gives it to his brother. Gets it back off the screen. Into the corner for Sarr. Bricks it. Rebound Brown. Foster rolls it into the corner. Sarr is wide open and splashes the 6 Duke triple.
But a great read. Now, that's a 2-for-1 opportunity. Caleb Foster
got it out to Sarr. Got it in for 3.
So when you say 2-for-1, now they should get 2 shots. But you're talking about the Notre Dame of college basketball with the Blue Devils getting a good look from 3 and able to knock it down. Caleb Foster buries the 3 ball. Great ball movement as the Blue Devils push the lead to 32.
On the break, 1 on 3, on the kick, Foster, no, Boozer, yes, just stole it from Shrewsbury.
The ACC is as well. The depth of the SEC is part of the reason why that conference is so strong this year.
Hamenya, who...
Either that or he was saying, my fault. Not sure he looked over at John Shire, patting his chest.
Caden Boozer, soft touch. Doubling up and then some, the Irish. Corner 3, Harris rattles it in. Darren Harris with 12 points in 9 minutes.
Mike Gray, you know, I mean, the all-time wins leader as a coach here at Notre Dame as Caleb Foster throws in another 3.
Serta's miss means Notre Dame is 4 for 19. Figured Notre Dame had any shot, those numbers would have to be reversed. Boozer inside for 2. Caden Boozer with 2 buckets.
You'll get more opportunities for Caleb Foster to be aggressive on the offensive end as he attacks the basket and is able to finish. You'll get more time for Darren Harris.
I wonder if one of his proteges in Boston is watching the game. I imagine he is. Jason Tatum, who is the chief basketball officer at Duke.
Continuing to attack the paint. The nice find. Slim to Big Pat up top, who finishes strong. It would make absolutely no sense to bring Burton back to end this season.
Hamenya puts it for 90 for the Blue Devils. and it's pretty much all spiraled from there. They're 5-12 without him, the first team All-ACC player. Here's Harris soaring in for 2.
But how about Zach Scott with the steal and the assist?
Lead is 41 now.
Well, this hasn't been a league where you see much of that, as Boozer's able to get the bucket to go.
100-56.
Best
a
move,
Duke demolition.
Best move, in my opinion, not going back to Durham. Keeping it business, not allowing the team to get back and hear the praises, bringing them to Chicago, bringing them to South Bend, and handling business out on the road.